Most contractors lose the sale before they ever step foot in the house. Why? Because they don't have a real sales process. They're nothing but order takers. They're running around town for free, giving away their time, their knowledge, chasing people who don't respect them, don't value them, and don't plan on paying them what they're worth. That ends today. I'm Tom Reber with the Contractor Fight. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down what our Shin-Fu sales process is, why it matters, and why you need to start learning it if you want to win in this game. Let's go. All right, let me paint a picture for you. You get a call. Someone says, hey, come out, I want a free estimate. You jump in your truck, you drive across town, you spend an hour talking, measuring, selling yourself. Then you go home, burn another hour or two typing up a bid and negotiating against yourself before you send it off. And then what happens? Crickets. You're ghosted. Now they're in the witness protection program, and this great rapport and these people that you were sure were going to hire you now are nowhere to be found. Or worse, they tell you that you're too expensive, and then you end up dropping your pants on your price just to land the job. Does any of that sound familiar? I know it did for me for many years. Fighters, that is the contractor hamster wheel, wasting time, working for free, running yourself ragged, and at the end of the day, you're stressed out, burned out, and just over broke. So, what the hell is Shin-Fu? In short, it is the Contractor Fight's proven sales process. It's how we help thousands of contractors take back control of their business. It's about three things: control, clarity, and confidence. You control the conversation, you get clarity on whether the customer is serious and if they're a good fit, and you walk away with confidence knowing your time matters. At its core, Shin-Fu is simple. Ask better questions. Shut up and listen. Build trust by being brutally honest instead of using gimmicks. Now, here's the meat of it. The 5 steps of the Shin-Fu sales process. Number 1, it all starts with what we call the motive. See, people buy for their reasons, not our reasons. We can all list 20 or 30 reasons right now why we think somebody should hire our company, but if those reasons don't align with what's important to the client, then it doesn't matter, okay? See, you've got to dig into the why behind the project. Why now? Why is this important? What's driving the decision? This is where you shut up, ask amazing open-ended questions, and you listen, and you peel back, and you peel back, and you go deeper. Guys, the motive, step 1, is by far the fuel that drives the sale. In fact, we have a saying here in the fight that the sale actually happens on this first phone call, where we're going over these 5 steps. Step 2, we get into the money. We have a belief that a prospect should have an idea of what it's going to cost before you ever set foot on their property, okay? Money is always on the table, so stop dancing around it. In Shin-Fu, we use bracketing. That's laying out ranges to see if they're comfortable. Hey, based on what you're telling me, I've done projects like this in the past where they pull out all the stops and the highest end, this, that, and the other thing for, 80, maybe down to $70,000 on the high end. Or on the low end, you're looking at $40 to $35,000, $32,000, somewhere in that range. Which of those conversations would it make most sense for us to have? Guys, when you have these conversations, you know right away if you're even in the same ballpark. Because if you come right out and ask somebody, hey, what's your budget for the job? 99 out of 100 times, they're going to bullshit you. They're going to say, oh, we've never done a project like this. We have no idea what it costs, and all these other excuses. This is how you get their budget 100% of the time, is by bracketing, okay? Step 3 is the truth. This is where the rubber hits the road. It's about setting expectations, where we're going to agree up front that we're not going to BS each other, okay? If they choose to invite you out, step 3, the truth, is what are we going to do if I come out there and I tell you exactly what I've told you on the phone? Are we going to move ahead, or are you going to go get other bids? Am I going to be wasting my time? Now you're going to say it differently than that. All right. What's going to happen if I come out there and I see something that, is a game-changing situation on the job, and now I can't do it for that budget? Do I have permission to call a timeout and have that conversation? Guys, step 3 is all about getting on the same page with the truth. Step 4 is called the influencers. How many times have you had, I want to talk to my spouse, my wife, my accountant, my CPA? I guess that's the same thing. Or my financial planner, okay, my cousin's nephew's son's brother's boyfriend's girlfriend, okay, whatever that means, okay, who's a contractor and all this other shit. Okay. We want to make sure that all the necessary players are on board. Okay. It's got to be the full decision-making team or you are wasting your time. They all have to be on board. And then finally, step 5 is what we call the BS meter. This is where we separate the liars from the buyers. That's where the consultation fee comes in. If they won't put a little skin in the game, then they were never serious. This one step alone saves contractors hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars every single year. Okay, that's Shin-Fu in action. 5 steps that completely flip the script and put you back in control. Now, I want to talk about why Shin-Fu works. First, it protects your time. You're no longer running out to every single person with a pulse who wants an estimate. You qualify hard and you only meet with people who actually respect you and are willing to pay for what you do. They value you. They value what you bring to the table. They see you as an expert. Second, it positions you as the professional. You're not the desperate contractor begging for table scraps. You are the trusted guide. You're the prize, not the puppy. All right. Third, it increases your close rates and your profits. Instead of closing 1 out of 4 and hoping for the best, you start closing more jobs at higher profit margins. We've had contractors who doubled their close rate. We've seen guys add hundreds of thousands in profit a year. And maybe most importantly, they get their life back, their nights, their weekends, their family time. They stop being slaves to their business. They stop being unpaid slaves to a bunch of tire-kicking, time-sucking, low-quality prospects. Listen, this isn't about memorizing slick sales lines and scripts. This isn't about tricking homeowners into saying yes. This is about a true connection that differentiates you from every other schmuck that they're going to talk to about their project. Guys, Shin-Fu is about building the business and the life that you actually want. It is about respect for your time, respect for your craft, respect for your family. If you are tired of being on the revenue roller coaster, if you're tired of begging people to hire you, if you're tired of dropping your shorts because they said the price is too high, if you're ready to stop working like a dog and start making real money, then Shin-Fu is where you start. So here's your next step. Click the link in the description. Check out the resources we've got on Shin-Fu. Dive in, learn it, master it, and watch how fast your business and your life change. Stop being an order taker. Start being a business owner. That's what Shin-Fu does for you. You guys rock. I gotta roll. I'm out.